Say goodbye to the drawer of tangled charging cables and hello to a future powered by USB-C. Starting December 28th, the European Union is rolling out a game-changing rule to simplify your life and save the planet. Let's dive into the Common Charging Directive and why it's a big deal for gadget lovers everywhere. So, what's happening? From December 28th, most gadgets sold in the EU must charge using a USB-C port. That means phones, tablets, cameras, headphones, and more need to comply. The goal? To reduce e-waste, tackle market fragmentation, and make our lives a lot simpler. This isn't just about standardizing chargers. It's about setting the stage for a more sustainable tech future. And trust me, the story behind this directive is just as fascinating as the change itself. Let's rewind to 2022. The EU finalized this legislation after years of debates driven by a simple question. Why are there so many different charging standards? The answer: business strategies, and the result: millions of tons of unnecessary e-waste. The EU decided enough was enough. By mandating USB-C, they're slashing waste and making sure every gadget works with a single type of cable. Here's the rundown. If a gadget can recharge with a cable and operates at up to 100 watts of power, it needs a USB-C port. Think phones, tablets, e-readers, headphones, game controllers, basically anything portable and electronic. But there are some exceptions. Laptops have until 2026 to comply, and wireless charging, that's a different conversation. Plus, high-power devices like gaming consoles, they're off the hook for now. And now, for the juicy bit, Apple. For years, they stuck to their proprietary Lightning connector. But with the EU cracking down, they've had no choice but to adapt. The iPhone 15, USB-C ready. The Magic Keyboard without USB-C, well, say goodbye to it in the EU. Fun fact, the EU didn't ban proprietary ports outright. Devices can still have unique connectors as long as they also support USB-C. Apple's MagSafe, totally fine. Here's where it gets even better. Fast charging is getting a makeover. If your device supports fast charging, it now has to work with USB power delivery, or USB PD for short. No more worrying about whether your OnePlus charger works with your Pixel. It's all about universal compatibility. This means faster charging speeds across the board, and no more headaches over proprietary charging standards. Now, let's talk about chargers, or lack of them. The EU is putting an end to bundled charging bricks. Why? Because most of us already have too many. Companies like Apple and Samsung have already embraced these, but now it's mandatory across the EU. To avoid confusion, devices will have clear labels showing whether a charger is included and the device's charging specs. It's simple, informative, and eco-friendly. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not quite. Enforcement is up to each EU member state. While giants like Samsung will comply, smaller brands and imports might slip through the cracks. And what about drones? Or future tech? The directive leaves some gray areas. Still, this is a massive step in the right direction, even if it's not perfect. For gadget enthusiasts, life in the EU just got simpler. One cable for almost everything, faster charging that actually works, and fewer useless chargers piling up. Plus, this sets a global precedent. Other regions might follow suit. So whether you're Team Android, Apple, or something in between, this directive is a win for everyone. The USB-C revolution is here, and it's only the beginning. What do you think about the EU's Common Charging Directive? Are you ready to embrace this change? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech news and updates. Until next time, stay charged.